All right, I do want to welcome everyone that is joining our Zoom presentation. You might be joining via Facebook. We are going to get going here in about another 60 to 90 seconds. You might be doing this on the replay. You might be here live. I promise you we got an incredible Zoom lineup for you tonight. All kinds of great information, great stories, people you've never heard from before. Amazing things are happening in the cryptocurrency markets, the Forex market, the company setting record sales. So, I mean, things are just kind of booming all the way around. But should be a fun night tonight as we get to share the information with all of you. Again, another 60 seconds and we'll be underway. I know that some of you, if you get on the replay and you don't hear any sound, it's like, is it not working? So I just want to get on here. Yes, everything is working. Just give us another minute. We will be underway. So we'll talk to you in just 2 seconds. All right, and with that, I think we are officially set up and ready to rock and roll. Again, we got some great stories for you guys tonight. For those of you, that, by the way, that I have not previously met, my name is Todd. I'm broadcasting from Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. Of course, I'm originally from Champaign, Illinois, so I got my Chicago Bears shirt on, getting ready for a draft day tomorrow. And I'll be doing a Zoom tomorrow, by the way, or a Facebook Live. And I do one every year. And I always start off with the idea, would you rather be drafted into the NFL, the National Football League? We know how big, the NFL is, especially here in the United States. And we have an international audience, but most of you have heard of the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl commercials and, those kind of things. And it's, football mania in America. And they got these stadiums in every city and they're packed, 80,000 people and all the jerseys and Tom Brady. And we all know the names and, the guys that are just, making, buku bucks. So the question is, would you rather be drafted into the National Football League or would you rather be drafted into Trevorium at this particular moment in time? And I'll be doing it as a Facebook Live tomorrow, but I can prove to you unequivocally, you'd rather be drafted right now into our company than into the National Football League. The amount of money that people are earning here, the amount of money people will be earning here, whether they be trading, be with cryptocurrencies, be with just residual income. And so, when you look at the average person inside the NFL, they got a very short career. They got about 3 years, 4 years max. And so you look at their earning potential, it all happens in a very microcosm where, here, people the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and then your relatives after that can inherit this business, inherit the things that you're doing, inherit the assets that you're going to be building. So I want you to realize that tonight, again, somebody might have invited you here for the first time. Maybe you're just here out of obligation and what is this thing, but there are powerful things happening with our company. People are flat out making some incredible money, changing lives, able to live lifestyle. And that's a big part of what our business is all about. In fact, as you kind of deep dive and you ask someone that core question, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And you find out that people typically have an answer that's other than what they're currently doing. And most people are like, man, I would adventure the world. I would travel. I would delve into my real hobbies and passions. I would spend time with my loved ones. I would live life on my terms, doing what I want, when I want, with whom I want, any damn time I want. I would live life differently. So how do you get a different life? How do you get more time? How do you get more money? Well, if you were to ask the author of the best-selling financial book of our era, this guy's number one, name's Robert Kiyosaki. Just snapshot the screen or take a picture. You can go look this guy up. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant. And he's written about 19 different books. He's the number one financial guru, again, of our era. And he would tell you that 95% of all people are going to end up in the financial boneyard. Now, this is one of those moments, 95%. I just kind of want to shake the screen for a second and say 95%. That means you. All right, 95%, that means if it's not you, then it's everyone you know. And so even if it's not you, then everyone around you, all your loved ones, your friends, your family, they're on a sinking financial ship. And it doesn't have to be that way. And the reason that people are going to struggle financially is not because they are unemployed. It's because they either have a job or they own a job. And that surprised a lot of people. Like, wait, well, I thought I was supposed to get a job. I mean, a job's a great place to start, to put some food on the table, put a roof over your head, maybe drive a car, but it's a horrible way to get ahead, a horrible way to create lifestyle. And so a job is the starting point, not the ending point. Okay. And so you eventually want to move from the left-hand side where I have a job, own a job, and you move to the right-hand side where you have a business that works so you don't have to. You've got your money making you money, right? People say, you going to work today? Nah, I'm not. You're not going to work today? No, I got my money making me money. I don't got to go to work because my money's making me money, right? And so what we do as a company is we're going to help you do both those things. We want to give you a business that's generating income every single week, every single month, build that thing so big that at some point, even when you get light beamed off the planet, it's going to happen to us all one day. Hope that's 100 years from now. But, no one's getting out of this thing alive. When that does eventually happen, that you have created a business that's got cash flow that's coming in week after week, month after month, and that your loved ones are going to inherit that asset, that you have your money making you money. And that money just keeps on making money even after you're gone. That is the goal for every single one of you. And why they don't teach that in school is absolutely just baffling, because the number one, concern that most people have from age 18 on is finances. I mean, even if you're in college, you're thinking, man, I'm running up all this debt. I got to pay this stuff back. I mean, up until the point of 18, it's just, you're using, the mom and dad ATM machine, right? Money, mom and dad, they worry about that. After 18, it's something like, whoa, hold on. This money thing is kind of a problem, especially if you don't have enough. And so I don't know why they're not teaching how to really get ahead financially. Instead, they're teaching get a job. That's a way to survive, not a way to get ahead. So only 3 ways to get more money: save money, make money, or learn how to grow your money. Well, our company, Trevorium, we are going into our 9th year in business. We have reps in 63 different countries. We paid out millions of commissions all around the globe. Now, here's a picture of our home office, beautiful home office, customer service in 3 different languages, English, Spanish, and French. And our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela, they are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. Now, that's a major financial publication here in the United States for our international audience. And it simply means that they recognize this gentleman as one of the better entrepreneurs on the planet. And so when you got that kind of, visionary, that kind of an entrepreneur, you got a track record of a company, 63 countries, paying the paychecks on time, every time, millions have gone out the door. And of course, the company's booming, record sales just a month ago. That's the place I want to be. I want to plant my flag with that kind of company, especially since what you're looking at with Trevorium is new. So our company, parent company, was Paid to Save. They launched this brand new division called Trevorium, which is teaching people how to travel for pennies, how to travel for free, and how to make money trading and cryptocurrency and Forex. Tonight, we have our Forex gurus here. We have our cryptocurrency gurus here. And we're going to focus on the trading aspect of our business tonight. And understand that when you look at the Forex marketplace, single largest financial marketplace in the world. And a lot of people are like, really? I thought that was Wall Street. No. I mean, Wall Street's big. We've all seen the movie, Wall Street with Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen, or we've heard of Warren Buffett, or maybe saw the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. It gives you an idea of how big that marketplace can be. And Wall Street is big. I mean, it's massive. 300 billion a day in daily trading volume. That's big. But when you compare it to the 6 trillion per day Forex marketplace, 300 billion versus 6 trillion, those numbers are not close. It is 20 times smaller, Wall Street, 20 times smaller than what we're talking about here tonight. And that shocks a lot of people. I mean, how's this thing so big, so profitable, and yet I know so little about it? Well, that's because up until a handful of years ago, unless you were a big bank, unless you were an institution, unless you were a person, an accredited investor, a millionaire, you couldn't participate. Today, if you got a mobile phone and $100 bill, you're in, and you can begin to trade. And we got people that are just doing some incredible things in the trading arena. And what I want to do real quick, is help you guys understand that, that we've put an entire program together that takes you from ABC 1, 2, 3, hooked on phonics, right? I don't even know how to spell Forex, right? We start right there at the very rudimentary beginning, and we're going to take you as far as you want to go as far as your knowledge base. We got the tutorial videos that in 5 minutes, we can have you with an account, a demo account, by the way. That's where there's no real money at risk. We're going to put you in the simulation mode, and we're going to, get you completely set up where you got a demo account. Now you're going to get the signals that come out from our company every single day. We're going to teach you how to take that information, put it into the demo account. Again, no real money at risk. And you can begin to see like, wow, okay, this is how this works. And you start to kind of, begin your education process from there. And of course, at some point, as you watch your account start to build, you're like, hey, this is monopoly money. And I want this to be real money. How do I take that next step, right? And we're going to teach you how to do that too. Here's just, you open up a real account now, fund it slowly, go slow, right? We want to obviously sharpen the axe, sharpen your skill, but understand that every day the company's sending out trade ideas saying, hey, I want to buy at this price and sell at this price. And that's done some incredible things for people all around the country. So what I want to do real quick is kind of get out of the way. I want to bring on some people that have had some of those experiences, that have been having some of that advantage. By the way, for you guys can't tell, it is tax time here. And so last night and tonight, I'm still got my wife's downstairs. We got all the bank statements out and the trading statements out. And here's the gas receipts and food receipts. And here's this receipt. So it's tax time. So for those of you that typically see my desk a little cleaner, right? You got me like, what's all that paper going on over there, right? Well, these are all receipts, right? So, everything, all that kind of stuff going on. So again, I want to get this over to some people that have been doing some incredible things. We happen to have Mr. Tim Howard on tonight. And I'm going to go to Tim first because Tim's got another Zoom. He's got to be on here in probably about 10 minutes. He's got a big time person he's got to call, but I want you to hear from Tim because he's got a massive background in our space, been a top income earner with a number of different companies, earned millions in our space as a direct sales rep. By the way, he happens to have an incredible background in music. In fact, 14 different artists have been to his studio in Kentucky and recorded that went on to win Grammys. Okay, it'd be one thing if you had 14 artists, period, that recorded, right? He's actually had 14 Grammy-winning artists recording his studio. He's toured all over the world. Obviously, a rather accomplished individual, has a lot of different opportunities, but he's chosen to kind of plant a flag here with us. And I want him to kind of come on and maybe share why he's so excited about what it is we're doing, where he thinks that's going, et cetera, et cetera. So, Tim, do we have you with us?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Sure can. And I don't know, did I set you up so you can come on screen or not?
Let's see. Sure.
There you are.
There we go.
Yeah, they really look at you than me.
I'm not so sure about that, Todd. It's been a long day and wearing the ball cap and all the above. But thanks for having me, first of all, Todd. But yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. That's one thing I wanted to cover tonight. Why here? Been part of this industry, a home-based business, if you will, since July the 7th of 2000, July the 14th of 2007, actually. So off and on for a number of years. But I hadn't participated in this space for roughly 5 years, was not looking. A dear friend of mine, Jim Wolford, who you know, brought it to my attention several months ago. Had the opportunity, Todd, to look under the hood of a couple different companies, and actually 4 or 5 different companies are kind of a mirror image of what we're doing with network marketing, if you will, and the Forex market, which in my heart of hearts, I think is probably the smartest thing, the smartest business model I've ever seen, period, in the story. It's a money-making machine wrapped up inside of a money-making machine, if you will. But it intrigued me. I jumped on board and took a look under the hood of multiple companies, and very grateful and proud to be here. Number one, as you said earlier, Todd, you guys are approaching a decade old. Any company that is a decade old in today's world, why wouldn't you plant your flag there? Especially what we've been through the past year and a half. And you guys are primarily a travel company up until now, and you've had record growth through a pandemic. Travel, really? Oh, come on. That says something within itself. Debt-free company, the owner, once again, a known entrepreneur, business guy. And you, Todd, man, you've been here with the company for 8 years. Is that right?
Yeah.
That says something within itself.
Yeah, June of 2013.
Wow, very good. So that says a lot right there, period, in the story. So once again, had the opportunity to look under the hood of a couple different companies in the same space. And I can promise anybody and everybody that's watching live or watching the recorded call, there's nothing that comes anywhere close to what these guys have done. Number one, 10-year-old company, solid foundation, proved themselves. All right. They're not a year old. They've stood the test of time. Number two, one of the smartest things they've done when I first spoke with Todd, it wasn't Todd's brother or cousin who had dabbled in the Forex industry that's going to go, hey, come on board here. Let's call some trades out for you. We'll send them out for you. They went outside and hired a firm, once again, that does this professionally, that invests the wealthy people's money into the Forex market for a return for the wealthy people. That's who we get our trade ideas from. That's who's coaching us. That's who's teaching us. live. You know, you got the opportunity to look over the shoulder of a live trader and watch him learn as you go. And I'm just real passionate about it, Todd, really and truly about learning this. You know, the trade ideas are great. My thing was I'm 56 and I had a lot of success in different arenas, but I thought, well, you know, this gives me the opportunity, not just me, but the people I know and love and care about, to learn a new skill set that really and truly can last them the rest of their lives. And as you said earlier, pass it down to the kids, the grandkids, the great grandkids, and so on and so on. So proud to be here, man. You guys are head and shoulders above, I promise you, anything is out there. And we get pitched, as you do, everything under the sun, every day of the week, 7 days a week, 12 months out of the year, to take a look at. I always take a look. Had no interest in being in this market again, to be honest with you. Once I saw it, my first question was, am I missing something? And the answer to that question was no. And jumped in. I think it's definitely safe to say, Todd, head over heels. And thankful to be here. Thankful to be here. So a multitude of reasons. Number one, strong company, strong leadership. Went outside to get the professionals to trade us, to call out the trade alerts, the trade ideas, to train us, the videos, the live over-the-shoulder training of professional traders. It's if this is not the easiest, it's never easy building a business, don't get me wrong. But, you know, compared to other models that I've seen and witnessed and been part of, this is the most exciting thing I've ever been part of. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Todd. I really and truly do. And I appreciate you, man. You always answer the phone. You always return the text. And you're always there. And I promise everybody out there, that's not always the case. And Todd always does that. Always does.
Well, Tim, I mean, again, I mean, we're honored to have you here again. You got this, you know, kind of massive background. I mean, obviously in the music business, and a lot of people have an interest. If you don't mind, I mean, you know, kind of tell everybody who you used to tour with.
Oh gosh, a number of folks have been blessed to work with in some shape, form, or fashion, be it guitar or production, technical director, stage production, whatever. Primarily from where I'm from, I'm in Kentucky, as you know, Eastern Kentucky, moved to Nashville. So the bulk of who I worked with is in the country music end of things. So
Sure.
everybody from Earl Haggard to George Jones to Trisha Yearwood to Josh Turner to, I don't know, Tim McGraw, Winona, Tanya Tucker, John Michael Montgomery Gentry, just to name a few. Had the opportunity to play guitar for the President of the United States twice. It would have been George Bush #2, and also Bill Clinton. So both sides of the aisle.
There you go.
Fair
and balanced.
So, yeah. And keep in mind, I was born and raised on a tobacco farm in Eastern Kentucky. So that, you know, that was a big deal for me. All that was a big deal for me. But, and I'll say this in my heart of hearts, Todd, where we are today, and given the success we've had in this industry through time and effort, make that perfect with beer, through time and effort. There's no free lunch that I'm aware of on planet Earth, and this is no different. It's a business. You got to treat it like one. My dad always told me you can't expect to eat a fruit from a tree that's never been planted. So write that down if you would. You can't eat the fruit from a tree.
I am going to write that down. I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
That's what we call obvious 101, right? But
that's exactly right.
Everyone should take the class, obvious 101. You can't eat the fruit.
You can't eat the fruit from a tree that's never been planted. And that's true here. So if you're treating this like a little business or whatever little hobby, it's going to pay you that much in dividends in return. And most of us, as you said earlier, Todd, from Robert Kiyosaki, you know, we're taught, and there's nothing wrong with it. My mommy taught school for 33 years. That's what she wanted to do. It's what her passion was. But there's other ways. There's better ways, especially in today's world, to earn income. But if you got a job and that's what you're passionate about, and you love and what you do, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But that being said, you know, my eyes were open once again back in '07 to this industry, and knew nothing about it whatsoever. Never had done it. I'm a guitar player. I'm a recording engineer. I'm a technical director at large facilities, and blessed to have done that. So I really had no time on my hands. But once the light bulb went off with this industry, I put time into it. And once again, if there's somebody here tonight watching this, cool, I've got no time. I was raising 3 kids, overseeing my family farm of 200 acres. I was a technical director at a large facility in Kentucky. I was running a recording studio, playing guitar 4 nights a week, 1 night a week in Nashville, Tennessee, driving back and forth home, which was a 5-hour drive. So when you say you don't have time, I hear you, but you have to make time if you want to make a difference. Jim Rohn says, if you want things to change, you must change. So you have to change those daily habits, make time for it, make it a priority. And if you'll do that, it'll pay you that way. It's just that simple, like anything else in life, But and it kind of related to how I was born and raised on a farm, so to say, a tobacco farm. I still grow a garden to this day. Was out in the garden today, and sure enough, what I had planted 2 weeks ago, guess what? It's sprouting up already. But if I hadn't done that 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't be coming up. And that's the way business works, the way life works, and everything else works too. And it's the truth. It really holds true to business as well in life. If you want to harvest, you got to plant a seed. Jim Rohn says it's either plant in the spring or beg in the fall.
Correct.
You know, and I don't believe in begging in the fall. But we've got a great team started so far, Todd. We're just, what 3 weeks old here, 2-3 weeks old here at Terrarium.
Congratulations. You're 2-star now.
Oh, well, thank you, Todd.
Yeah, you're 2-star. So he's going to get one of these rings.
There we go.
He means he's making a couple $1,000s a month, so.
Yeah. And much, as the old saying goes, much like a turtle that sits on top of the fence post, I did not get there by myself, right? A lot of great people. One of the guys on the call tonight, Doug Hood. Doug's
become a turtle up on top of a fence post. Where you get this stuff at?
Yeah, you got family in Louisville. You need to come a little further east, and we'll teach you some of these old sayings, right? These old variables, if you will. But Doug Hood's one of those guys, and there's many others along the way. Some dear friends of mine that have come on with us here and doing great things, trading. Earning, starting small, as you said, and building up. But Doug Hood, I just want to mention him since he's on the call tonight, man. Has become even a closer friend than what he was before. And this is no smoke up your skirt. There's another Kentucky thing for you. Doug's a good man. He's a great husband, a great father, a great grandfather, and one of the hardest working guys I know, period, in the story. He works harder than I do, and I work pretty hard. But just blessed to have him on the team, man, and once again, it's just a good guy all the way around, and very blessed. Our whole team is that way, and very blessed to have the people that you want to work with, which on your job, nothing wrong with the job again, but you don't always have that choice. You're forced to work with a guy who sits on his butt, makes the same amount of money you do, working your butt off, right? That's not the case here. You'll get paid for what you do and what you're worth here. Really and truly. But Doug's such a good man and a good business guy, owns several different businesses, different streams of income, and saw this vision right away and was hanging tough, man. We talk several times a day. We talk about our trades at the end of the day and line up and our vision for where the company's going as well as our trading is going too, Todd. But that's about it. And as I said, thank you so much for having me on the call, Todd. And once again, man, it's a rare thing to find a company this old, stood the test of time. It's a rare thing to find the leadership, Todd, that you've got. And I appreciate you very much, Todd. I do. Once again, answering the calls, returning the calls, the text. We talked a couple of times today already. And also, painting the picture for me. A lot of this is new to me. And every time I hang up for you, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Definitely ready to go. So, but Todd.
I'm over here taking notes, by the way. I got 2 quotes from you tonight. And I got to warn you, we have a rule of 3. So the first time I do this, Tim's dad once said, Tim Howard's dad once says, you can't get the fruit from a tree you never planted, right? And then the second time I say it, I'll say I once heard. And the third time I say it, as I've always said.
Like I always said. That's right.
As I've always said.
Yeah.
So, Tim, I know you got to bounce to that other call, that other Zoom. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. We're honored to have you here. Congratulations to you and the team. Congratulations on 2-star. I know that's just a resting place for a couple of moments. Then 3-star, 4-star. They're gonna get tired of hearing your name. And like, man, all this guy does is rank advance. But hey, I'll let you run for now. And you said you did a great introduction for Doug. Let's see if we can bring a Doug Hood on here. And Doug, you should be able to unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
God bless you, Todd.
I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And hey, good luck on that phone call.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so and I see we got Doug unmuted.
Hey, Todd, I'm unmuted here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit,
Okay.
but keep going.
I'm unmuted.
Okay.
I don't. Can you hear me? Okay, Todd.
Yeah, sure can.
Video wise, I don't. What am I doing wrong? I'm old school, buddy. Help me out here. Let's see.
You should have a little video button. You click on that, and it'll turn on your camera. Are you on a laptop? Are you on a tablet?
On my phone.
On your phone? Okay.
No, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you should have a little video button down there on your phone.
Let's see.
Let me try this way. I'm going to click on your video.
Start video.
There you go.
Start video, Todd.
There you go.
Start video.
Who says you can't teach someone new tricks?
Hey, I'm learning new tricks. I love it. Well, speaking of new tricks, and that's like Forex, and it's a new game. It's a new game for me. And as Tim and I talk about, and I'm first of all, I'm blessed with Tim. We've been best of friends, and we've run around for 7 or 8 years, and business partners and stuff, and a blessing. So for all those people out there that think you can't do it, just hang on to your upline, man. Listen to them, plug into the system and your upline. They want you to succeed, and Tim works every day. I'm sure he's tired of me calling him all the time, but just hang on to your upline. For you guys look at this, don't be intimidated like I was in the beginning. I've been in several different businesses. Forex was like, whoa, that's for the guys with suit and ties. No. As you can see, I'm in a hat and a denim shirt here, and I made probably more money than a lot of guys in suits and ties today, pushing a button on a phone.
And by the way, and all those guys in suit and ties are like, hold on, I'm stuck on a subway in some building, away from my family, away from my kids, wearing the suit, cutting off the oxygen from my brain. He's at home in the Easy Boy, got his bowl cap on. He's making more money than me. I mean, I bought the wrong program.
With my house shoes on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got I got the socks on, right? I got my flip flops. Yeah. I flipped my flip flops downstairs, right? I got a pair of shorts and my Bear shirt.
There you go.
But that's fantastic. So if you don't mind, kind of, maybe kind of give people what's impressed you the most so far. I know you've been following the trade ideas. Obviously, you're making some incredible money, and I guess maybe kind of where you see things going from here.
It's just beginning. I can't even get my hands around it. The light bulb went off when, here in Kentucky, if you're from Louisville, red is Louisville Cardinals and blue, you're a UK fan. Well, in trading, you're a blue fan, not a red fan when the numbers come up, So we're always saying, go big blue, and we really mean it now. But just the professionalism, the knowledge, what we have our hands on, for someone like me, I came from an automotive engineering background of 35 years. When COVID hit, and for those people who watch it tonight, if you say you have a good job, I'm going to say one thing. It's a good job while you have it, because when you don't have it, it is not a good job. I was 61 years old. COVID hit. Yep. There we go. So there was nothing I could do about that, but move on. But I think God opens doors and closes doors for a reason, Todd. I really do. I believe that wholeheartedly, and, it's just been a blessing. And the team, the knowledge, the back office, the professionalism we see, it's second to none. And we're just now getting started. But when you get your hands on something like this, I don't care if you talk to people or you're a hermit. If I sit here and go get a steak dinner at a restaurant nearby you and they give me half off on it and I made money, I'm going to tell Todd about it. Hey, Todd, you take the wife here because they're having 50% off. You're selling that steak. Same with this. When you're making money, there's people that guys out there with this pandemic that's been going on that are looking, and they're looking hard. I'm not talking about the guys on the couch. You don't want to talk to them. If they're expecting a free ride, they're not going to get out and work. You're looking for the people that have been hit and impacted to this pandemic that are looking. $500 a month right now would make a big difference in a lot of people's lives. And we are holding that ticket in our hand. Shame on us if we don't get out and share that with people. If they don't want to take advantage of it, that's their choice. But I feel it's my responsibility now to share that, at least show them this is what I'm doing and I'll help you. Tim will help you, and we've got our hands on something that could really, really change people's lives right now.
Yeah, and you've made so many great points about the job. I mean, it could be there today, it could be gone tomorrow. We're living in a changing world, not just because of COVID, because of technology and automation and computerization. And there's been all these studies done by both administrations, both the Obama administration and the Trump administration, both of their chief economic people said, hey, whoa, I mean, there's going to be some major disruption in the job market. And in fact, I was in an airport, right before the pandemic hit. I was coming back from France, and it was the first time I went to the airport and never once touched a human being. I mean, a lot of us got used to going up there and getting our own boarding pass, right? But then you go drop your bags off. They automated the whole thing. There was never a human being involved. I mean, the entire thing was automated, from my passport to my thing to get the tag for your bag. You go drop your bag off here and it just goes through there. And it's like, wow. I was talking to Danny Seguin, who we're going to bring on here in a moment. He works at a hospital, and he was talking about the guy that they go code blue, and you got the guy with the paddles, and and they actually automated that. I'm like, I mean, how could the guy who does the paddles get fired? I mean, I mean, they're automating all kinds of stuff, and it's hard to see. So for those of you out there, I mean, having a, this is about as easy as it gets as far as a secondary source of income. Doesn't take much time, a few minutes. You plug in the trade ideas, and it's as Doug just mentioned, he made more money today than a lot of hardworking people did going to and working pretty hard. So I mean, Doug, I congratulate you.
Well, appreciate that. And I guess the number one thing that, just like with Ronnie was on a couple of weeks ago, he's on my team, and, he had a little country store doing very well, but when the COVID came, I mean, it killed him. The beauty of what we're doing with Forex, it doesn't matter if COVID comes back strong or something else comes back. I think COVID woke us up to a lot of people woke up to realize, wow, I didn't think my job would ever be affected. But the thing is, the beauty is with the Forex market, it doesn't matter what the economy does, because we can make money when it's going up. We make money when it's going down. So it really doesn't matter. The money is still there to be made, no matter what happens with the economy. It's a global issue, right? Forex is global. So it doesn't matter. Money's going to either go up or down all day long. It never slows down, So, and that's the beauty of it. And I don't have to leave my house unless I choose to, But I mean, it's a great thing. It's a great opportunity. I'm excited. Just get my feet wet, and we're getting out building a team and bringing my kids on. And for those that are watching that have kids, the Bible clearly states that we should leave an inheritance for our children. You brought it up earlier, Todd. Yeah. I've got my kids signed up. They don't have a clue what's going on yet, but I foresee it to where I can be able to teach them that, get them on, get their team going. Trade alerts, it's a no-brainer. All you got to do is learn to cut and paste pretty much, and it's a beautiful opportunity for your children that you can pass it on to them and to your grandkids, So we're excited about it here in Kentucky.
Yeah, but it's a great scripture. Proverbs, a good person will leave an inheritance to their children's children. So not even just your children's children, right? It's incumbent upon us to go out there and, and use the skills we've been given, and use the talents we've been given, and use the opportunities. One door closes, another door opens, as you mentioned a moment ago. In fact, it's funny when you said that. My wife and I just co-authored a book, and the book will be coming out. And the chapter, it's kind of like Chicken Soup for the Soul, where they grab 25 different people and everyone wrote kind of a short chapter, some kind of a lesson. But my lesson was basically what you just said. That, I mean, I call it tragic blessings. And a lot of times, something will happen today. We're like, oh my gosh, that's awful. But then that opened up another door that if you just have a little faith and you walk through that door, you'll look back and say, that thing that was so bad was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me. So that's an actual principle. So, hey, Doug, I congratulate you so much, because you took lemons, you made lemonade. I love it. You made more money today than people wearing suit and tie and doing all that kind of stuff. You did it from the comfort of your home. You've obviously had to learn. You knew nothing about this when you got started. You've been obviously doing a certain kind of thing for a long time, but you were willing to learn a new skill set, proving no matter what your age is, doesn't matter what your background is, anyone can come in here and start making money anytime if they desire. And you can't be someone who wants to sit on the couch like you talked about, but if you got the desire and you want to learn, and there's a place here for you to come and make some things happen.
Right, exactly.
So, Doug, thank you so much for coming on today. I'll let you go back and enjoy the rest of your evening. And I look forward to seeing all.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing all your success as you continue to grow, and you and the team. So, thank you very, very much. And the very next place I'm going to go to is up to Canada. We got the birthday boy on, Mr. Danny Bling Bling Purple Lamborghini. Danny's been having a ball. In fact, it was his birthday yesterday. Man, so Danny woke up that morning, that was his birthday, and said, man, I got to make me some money. It's my birthday. Or I got to make me some money. And so, Danny, I'll let you take it from there. What did you do for your birthday to make sure you made some money?
Well, man, I just love waking up and there's like trade ideas. That's the number one thing. I just love waking up and there's trade ideas. Sometimes at the beginning, I was like, I can't go to bed. Like, you don't want to go to sleep. It's kind of like playing video games. You have your phone and you play this game. It's an amazing game, but you get all these rewards and you're excited. But with these trade ideas, it's like, I'm making money, right? Like, I'm already actually playing for a purpose. So sometimes I stay up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, messaging, and then I get a text message from you, because when it's like 9 p.m. for you, it's midnight for me, and you're not going to bed. David messaged me at midnight. For him, it's like, wait, 3 o'clock in the morning for me. So I stay up late. So for the night before my birthday, I went to bed. I was knocked out. I was tired. So I'm going to bed. I'm not going to stay up and look at my phone. So I went to sleep. But the first thing I did, I opened my eye real quick, a little like this. And I saw that we had a Telegram. Like, hold on. Let me, you know, find my way to do this thing. And I did it. I got out of bed. By the time I put water on my face, I was up $300. Now, isn't that a beautiful day to wake up? You know, you wake up, you do a little thing right here real quick. I didn't have to think, is it a good trade? I don't get paid enough money for that. I didn't go to school for that. I have no education to know how to trade. I know the thing go up, I know the thing go down. I don't know nothing else. Okay? Actually, I'm still trying to figure out what the pair is. I'm still trying to figure out, like, you know, I know the common one. I know the CAD, because that's my people's. I know the US one, because that's where I make most of my money. I love when the US dollar goes up. You know, we get more over here. So, but I don't know many of these pairs. I don't like. So that, I still try to figure out what CHF and AUD. You know, I kind of punch it out, but I don't need to know nothing. Okay, nada. So I just did what they said they were doing, and then I'm up $300. I said, today's gonna be a beautiful day. Today is gonna be a beautiful day. So it was my birthday. I feel young. I feel fresh. You know, I'm good. I feel light on my feet, and now I have a purpose. Now I'm like, okay, you know, I need to share this opportunity. And the more I share the wins, I think I forgot the Doug that just mentioned it. You can't go wrong sharing people you can make money. Ain't that right, Todd? You can't go wrong showing. I mean, it's not about. Actually, I had a discussion with some partners, and you got to find people that are actually looking to change their lives. It might be like oblivious to you, but some people want more time to do nothing. I'll say that again. There's a lot of people that are looking for more time to do nothing. And when we approach them and we say, hey, I see you looking at my car. I see you say, nice car. Because I got my neighbors walking by my house every day. Like, man, that's a nice car. I'm like, yeah, you want one of those? Oh, no, nah. Because in their mind, they're like, it must require work. And I already have a job. I already have things that I do. And if I go do what you're doing, I'm not gonna, like, I don't have my free time to do nothing, just Netflix and do nothing. So people like us, me and you, Todd, man, they say diamonds are hard to find, but like people like us, like, you need like a microscope, like, you know, because not everybody want to work as hard as we work, but because we have our dream that's bigger, it's just bigger. And once you start making money, I started telling some part. I have this new partner in the UK actually, and we started exchanging. And she already makes a whole lot of money. Like she's retired, she makes money, she's good. And I told her, you know what? Phase 1, let's make some extra money. Phase 2, let's help a lot of people make money. Phase 3, let's have so much money that we could give it away. That's my goal. I want to be able to get to the point where I can give it away. Right now, I can't. I can't give it away. I need it. But I want to get to the point where I want to give away money and do big things. I want to be able to call Todd, you got an extra 10K just sitting around? Yeah, I got, well, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Hey, listen, I know we're making money together. I have this project. And Todd's like, yo, honey, can you wire transfer 10K to Danny real quick? Because it's just there. So people around us right now, you go ask a friend $1 right now. I double dare you guys, go on Facebook tomorrow and say, who can send me $1? You're going to hear crickets. The cricket's gonna be like, you're trying to get $1? You're crazy. You ain't got that many friends, daddy. There's nobody on your Facebook saying you $1, right? They don't have the abundance. They don't have the abundance. Last thing I'll say real quick. I read something online today, okay, because I ain't gonna let Dog do me out. Dog and Jim and Tim, they said some powerful thing tonight. So I'm gonna say something. So in 1950, they did a study, okay? They grabbed some rats and they put the rats in a bucket of water, okay? And to see what the rats were gonna do. After 15 minutes, the rats like, man, sure, forget this. I'm tired of swimming. The rats started giving up. So they grabbed the rats. They lift the rats up. Then they waited about a couple minutes. They put the rats back in the water. Now, do you think they gave up after 15 minutes or after 5 minutes? No. 60 hours later, they were still trying to swim. Why? Because they had a hope that someone was going to pull them out of the water, right? So our business is hope, is having the vision, knowing that if you stick long enough, eventually you will win. That's all it is. The only reason why I'm here today is because when I only had few partners, I said, why can I not get 100? Why can I get 200? Why not 200? Why not 2,000? And by sticking around. So if you guys stick around long enough, number one, for what we do, number two, for the trading, to learn how it works and get good at it, you're going to win. You just got to go for it and want it.
Well, I love that, Danny. In fact, I got a buddy, Ronnie Paul Waldrop. He's a rodeo cowboy out of Alabama. And Ronnie Paul, he, just a good old boy, a lot of the wisdom, that kind of thing. And in fact, Ronnie Paul was always famous for saying, would you rather say, I am educated or I is millionaire? Some people are so focused on I am educated. I'd rather say I is millionaire. But anyway, Ronnie Paul, he used to always say, he goes, my secret, I'm too stupid to quit. Yeah, he goes, that's my secret. I'm too stupid to quit. And if you just keep plugging, then magic begins to happen. And you talked about that. And Danny, you're a product of just, if you just stick and stay, right? And you have that long vision of magical things can happen. Of course, now your team's blowing up. You got people on your team blowing up. I mean, you're breaking six-figure earners. Seems like every other week you got another six-figure earner on your team. Now you got multiple six-figure earners, right, on your team. Your team's spreading all over the world. You're trading. You got people on your team. I know Sammy made money and Timmy's made money. In fact, we had this guy, by the way, he's from Daryl. This was just yesterday. I mean, this I woke up to yesterday. This is from Jeff Miner, and you guys can see the text right there. So it's yesterday. Sent to me at 7:42 a.m. Said Ethereum trade hits take profit. That's what TP means. At 2,600, closed out for $2,700 profit. Great trade idea. All 4 trade ideas for today are in profit, meaning this is just one of the profits. He had 4 others that he was in profit on. So I didn't get the final number on the day, but at that moment, he was at 2,700 for the day. Well, I think you just heard a moment ago, Doug. I mean, obviously very, kind of conservative. He's got that, country smile. Like, I made a lot more money today, and a whole bunch of people wearing a suit and tie. I did that sitting here with my flip-flops on. And so you can go out and work hard, or you can start working smart. And we got some guys who want to show you how to work smart. So what I want to do real quick, I want to bring on our Forex gurus. The first person we got on here is Ken. And of course, Ken comes on every week and shows everyone kind of the back office. Here's how the system works. Here's all the things that are in place to help you succeed that they've put together. Does a great job of showing that. And Ken, do I have you set up to come on here? I do.
I'm here.
There you are. I thought I might see you with a taco in your hand.
No. I finished those off real fast. Well,
it's an inside joke from earlier today. We were talking about fish tacos, right? I mean, and we're going on and on because we got some of the best Mexican foods in Southern California. And he's up in Canada. He's like, dude, you're killing me. I'm like, you're making me I'm just like starving. And then he sent me a picture of like the ones you buy at the store, the old fashioned, just, kind of pre-made tacos. And so that was the joke. But anyway, Ken,
it's not the same.
Incredible things are happening. You guys are changing people's lives. People are making money all over the place. Tell them why that is.
Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on board. And first, I just want to say happy birthday to a Canadian brother out there. Hope you're celebrating in style. Good to see you making the profits. But I do have a bit of a problem tonight. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how to follow the speakers that have come on already. I think, Tim and Doug and Danny have done just an impeccable job explaining the value in what Trevorium is offering to people across the board as a from a royalty free, residual income from the trade ideas, from the systems, from the travel, everything all come together from a company that's been around and isn't going to be gone tomorrow. There's a lot of horror stories out there right now when people are looking for something and there's an opportunity here, it's gone the next day. It's not the case here. You've got the stability. They've done such a good job explaining what people have their hands on. And there's such good examples of how to do it right. Because these are people saying, hey, I don't know how to do this. And that's okay, because you don't need to come in knowing all the information. The training and the teaching and the system is here. Trevorium is giving you everything that you need to learn how to do this, to follow the moves of the professionals and emulate their results. And you're seeing those results here. And week after week after week, people are coming on and sharing, hey, I didn't know how to do this. All I did was I followed the system. I decided to check my ego at the door. I was going to be coachable. I was going to learn from the professionals. And that's all you need to do. You know, there will be some people out here, and I think every week, what can I say to help unlock this opportunity for someone? And a lot of the times, I think people will spend more time trying to come up with an excuse or a reason not to do it. And in less time than it takes to do that, we could have you up and running and prove to you that this can work for you too. So I want to quickly show you the back office, because I think it's really important for people to understand just how good the system that is in the back end here. Trevorium has put together a portal that's second to none in the industry. You know, I think Tim did a really good job explaining the value of the Trevorium offering versus some of the others, but I can tell you there's professional traders who don't have a back office like you have right here that I'm showing you. You know, the team has put together something that's unmatched out there. I'll say that again. It is unmatched. Igor has just done such a great job putting this together. You have everything at your fingertips. It's super fast on mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, wherever you happen to be. All you need is an internet, some Wi-Fi, a cell service, whatever it is. You can log on to here. You get your trade ideas right to your phone. The whole thing is built to be scalable. You're never going to have to worry about the site being down. It's been an incredible ride. All of your information is right here on the dashboard, but everyone talks about the trade ideas. They're one click away. You get the alert on your phone, you log in, and you find out, was it a price action idea, a smart money idea? Is it a supply and demand idea? These are just the trading styles that we offer. You know, if you open it up, all the trade ideas just pop right up here. All you need to do is open the trade. It gives you all the information. It's going to tell you about the information from when it launched. If there's been an update, hey, this one's hit take profit. Here's where we're going to write it to take profit to 2. All that information is going to be there communicating to you right to your phone. You don't have to know what the pros are seeing. You just have to listen and they'll tell you. You don't have to have that same knowledge. You can sit in their classrooms and receive this information every day right on your phone. Folks, it just doesn't get any easier than this. You know, and if you look back and into the rest of you can see, hey, you know what, how's the success been? The pip count is right there. So you can see year over year, we keep gaining. Now the pips are just how they're measuring the increases in the trades, and those are basically the wins. If you're not familiar with what a pip is, those are basically the wins. And you can see we are up consistently because our traders, and I'm going to turn this over to Kelvin in just a couple of minutes. Kelvin's vetted and put together some traders who have consistent profitability. They spend their days, they spent their education, they are professionals. They're the ones analyzing the charts. We're learning from them and following their moves. So if you're worried, hey, I've never done this before, don't be, because you don't have to have that knowledge. We're going to give it to you. Now, every day, twice in English and once in Spanish, once in French, you're going to get a live session. Every single day, the traders are going in there. They're opening up their classroom for you to come in, see what they're seeing, analyze the charts, learn what's happening. And you know what? All you need to do is go over here and click on whichever one you're following, and you can actually log into the session, watch, and submit a question. If you want to say, hey, I didn't quite understand that, can you repeat it? Or, hey, can you take a look at Ethereum for me, or another crypto that you like, or whatever it is. You can ask them anything you want, and you're actually getting a chance to sit down with the pros. It's a phenomenal opportunity, not just to learn, but to really deepen your knowledge and your understanding by talking to the professionals. They love to teach. So go ahead and ask them any questions you want. Oh, and by the way, if you do have a JOB, that's okay. If you couldn't log in, just go in later on that day to the past live sessions. Everything is going to be uploaded here, so you never have to miss. There's no excuse. There's always a chance to get that information. There's even if you're saying, hey, you know what, I don't have time for an hour-long session today. I've only got about 10 minutes. Just go into the daily videos. You're going to see their market summaries. They're going to condense everything to an executive summary to tell you, here's what we're seeing in the market. Here's what we're watching. Here's what looks hot. I'd avoid this right now. And you're going to get that sort of nugget-based learning that you can catch on the fly. You can listen to that while you're on your break at your JOB, while you're waiting to log in at night, right? So you never have to worry that you're not going to have that information. That information is right there. We also have a complete training library. It's going to take you everything from when you're just getting started. It's going to have information on what you need to do, what you need to understand just to get yourself rolling, your foundational basics, how you start building upon that. There's beginner content. There's even advanced content from some of our smart money traders. And you're going to get a chance to have information no matter what level that you're at. There's information here to help you get started. But, you know, a lot of people will look at this and they'll think, it's too much. It's kind of intimidating. It's too much to learn. I don't have time to watch, 100 videos. So what I would say is, you know what? Go ahead and forget about every video that you just saw. All you need to do is watch one video, and it's also available on the Trevorium Vimeo account. So you can get a link from the person that brought you here. They can send it to you. If you can give 10 minutes of your attention, we'll show you the 5 steps that you need to take to get started. By the end of that 5 steps, you'll be started in a demo account. That means zero risk because you'll be trading in a theoretical model. You're not trading with live money just yet. You're going to get a chance to learn the mechanics of how to follow a trade idea, how to enter a trade, how to close a trade, how to secure profits. You get to do that. We're going to show you how to do it risk-free because you're not trading with real money yet. When you're ready and you're ready to take that next step, then we'll show you how to trade with live funds. But we're going to show you everything you need to get started. We're going to take all the risk away, and it's going to have everything you need in there. There's even an FAQ that's searchable. All that information is right there for you. All you need to do is give yourself the chance. Give yourself that 10 or 15 minutes. By the end of that, you could be up and started, and you can see just what everyone else has been seeing, how this can work for you if you want it to. And with that, I want to bring on Kelvin and talk a little bit about what he's seeing in the markets, as well as what we've been doing from the back end, from a trade idea perspective, but also the vetting process that he goes through with the traders to make sure that the Trevorium system is bringing you the absolute best, most professional traders in the market. Kelvin.
Hey, Ken. Hey, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Appreciate you guys taking the time to be on this call. You're doing a huge service to yourself, coming on and checking out this opportunity. And a huge birthday shout out to Danny, my Canadian brother. We're in lockdown, but we're still making money, so it's all good. So yeah, let's get started. We put together a great platform, a great program here for the Travel Trader program with Trevorium, where you could be part of a community of real traders, no matter what your skill level is, from beginner to advanced, learning how to trade the market, learning how to extract money from the markets by seeing how we do it, and learning how to replicate what we do and essentially do it for yourself. Now, when I first started trading, I didn't have anything like this. I was trying to figure out things on my own. And what's really nice about this Travel Trader program is you don't have to do it on your own. We're here to help. And with our daily live sessions, you get direct access to our professional traders. You get to ask them questions, pick their brain about really anything trading related. You get to request analysis on anything you want to trade, whether it be Forex, crypto, indices, commodities, metals, and even stocks. Our strategies work for all these markets, but they mainly work better in Forex and crypto and commodities. And speaking of crypto, we've been putting out a lot more trade ideas out lately. They've been doing really well. We're very bullish on a lot of altcoins, Ethereum. We think Ethereum is going to do really well this year. Now, we're not financial advisors and we don't provide financial advice, but part of what we do and how we teach you guys is showing you guys what we do in the markets day in and day out. You're able to see how we trade, when we trade, why we trade, how we pick our setups, how we choose our take profit targets, how we choose our stop losses, and total transparency. So, and most importantly, we show you how you can do the same following our methodologies and our trading strategies. And not only that, we also teach you how to improve things like your trading psychology, like managing your emotions when you're in a trade, how to deal with over trading, revenge trading, over leveraging, and essentially a lot of things that a brand new trader usually goes through when they first start trading. So we're here to basically help fast track that learning curve and help you become a successful trader. So hopefully that gave you a bit of an insight of what goes on in the back end and everything. Hope you guys are excited for what's to come, and hope to see you guys on the other side of Trevorium as a travel trader.
Yeah, and Kelvin, I know that you guys aren't here to give financial advice, but you guys have been cranking out tons and tons and tons of the cryptocurrency signals. So obviously we have Forex signals where people are making huge money, and we now been doing the cryptocurrency signals where people have. I mean, we've had a pretty good run here. People crushed it. You guys' crypto signals have been, again, I mean, unbelievable. I think that's where Jeff cashed in big time the other day on the Ethereum trade, and then you guys had the audio trade out there, by the way, which I jumped on big time. And then I know you guys today had the AVE trade out there, AAVE. For those of you who are not familiar with that, it's a pretty major cryptocurrency, and some other ones too. And so, I mean, just if you don't mind, just kind of 2 seconds on obviously Forex, single largest financial market in the world. This is crypto, the currencies of all the worlds, and I mean that would be enough, right? I mean, single largest financial market. What else do you need, right? But on top of that, you guys have been delving into the crypto marketplace as well, and giving people incredible value in that arena. And maybe just in a couple of the sentences, what you see happening in the crypto markets, and why that maybe people might want to pay attention to that, because I mean, explosive things it's going crazy over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin and crypto and Ethereum. I think crypto is really the next internet. It's Internet 3.0. It's going to change and revolutionize a lot of the industries, starting with the financial markets. It's gonna really revolutionize how we conduct in finance. The smart contracts and blockchain technology is really going to change a lot of things, a lot of ways we do things in the world. And you've heard about NFTs. There's a huge hype about NFTs and how a lot of people, artists, are selling their art online now. And this is just the beginning, right? Imagine like down the line, like 2 years from now, 3 years from now, we're gonna see a lot more real world use cases for crypto. And being here, hearing about crypto, I really encourage anyone to really look into it, because it's going to be something really big in the future, and you owe it to yourself to kind of know what's going on while it's early, and be able to capitalize on these opportunities. And we're here to help, provide insight, trade ideas, research. What we find, we share, and positions we take in the market, we'll share it. And that's essentially what we're doing. And I'm just glad everyone can, take part and take that information and be able to utilize that for themselves as well.
Yeah. So for everyone out there, in fact, what you just heard from Kelvin 2 seconds ago, I subscribe to a podcast called Unchained. And it's done by Laura Shin. And Laura, she's one of the top financial columnists for Forbes magazine. And she was reporting on cryptocurrency. She got assigned cryptocurrency like 6 or 7 years ago, and started writing about cryptocurrency for Forbes magazine. So I'm just kind of laying some background. I mean, here's one of the top financial reporters, in the country, and then delved into cryptocurrency. And then she left Forbes magazine to do an entire podcast devoted to just cryptocurrency. and she calls her podcast the Internet 3.0, right? The decentralized web. So it's the decentralized internet web 3.0. I mean, what you just said almost verbatim, Kelvin. I mean, so it was like when you were saying that, I was like, wow. I mean, that's almost word for word. That's what this lady over here, from Forbes magazine saying. So I mean, there's obviously a lot of some of the smartest financial people, in the marketplace, whether it be Mark Cuban from Shark Tank, or of course he owns the Dallas Mavericks, or you look at people like Elon Musk, second richest guy on the planet. Lots and lots of people are using the same kind of language you're using. And so here at Travorium, you're not only getting those signals, for Forex, but you're getting those signals for cryptocurrencies. And we've had some people just do unbelievably well. So just kind of want to point out that's a lot of added value here that the people are getting with the company. So I just want to congratulate you and Ken and the amazing, thing you guys have put together here for the company. Obviously all the people that are being impacted, you heard from some of them tonight. We hear from different people every single week. And so it's going to be kind of fun as we look down the road, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, the number of people that will have their lives changed because of this whole situation. So Kelvin, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Ken, thank you so much for Tim and Doug and Danny. By the way, happy birthday, Danny. For everyone else, it is 7 o'clock here in the West Coast. It is 10 o'clock on the East Coast. It is now 3 a.m. For Miss Mahmouda, who's on here from the United Kingdom. Tomorrow night, we're going to have two of the very best to ever do it. We're going to have Daryl Maria Roberts on here tomorrow night doing the presentation. You're kind of focusing on the travel side of it. On Saturday, we're going to have an incredible training. That'll be Saturday morning, 9 a.m. California time, 12 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. That'll be 5 o'clock in the UK, 6 o'clock if you're in France. By the way, we had an amazing call today with Sam and one of her people from the United Kingdom. There was a lady and her husband. They got a business that's done extremely well. They've hired staff. They got into another direct selling company, built a team of about 1,500 people. They got full-time income. And they put together a little site. And, next thing you know, they have like 50, 60,000 people saying, hey, I want to know how to travel. Tell me how to travel. And so, then Sam bumped into her and just kind of an incredible situation coming together. But I say all that to say that there is major, major things happening with our company. Get back with whoever invited you to be here tonight. Get your questions answered. Find out more about our trading. Find out more about our travel. Find out how you can build a team. The biggest thing the worst thing you could do is do nothing. Take action, right? This is one of those moments I want to shake the screen again. Just get back with whoever invited you to be here. Get signed up. Your absolute worst case scenario is you're going to learn a skill set that can make you a lot of money, or you're going to go on some incredible trips, right? And that's your worst case scenario. The whole thing's tax deductible if you're working it as a business. Running, if you're running this with an intention for a profit, and you're in Canada or the United States. I know that Revenue Canada is like IRS. You can write off house, spouse, kids, meal, travel, entertainment. And so there's major tax deductions you can tap into. If you're in another country, I don't know the tax code there. Either way, consult your own tax professional before you ever do anything. I'm not a tax pro. I play one on TV. But with that, we'll bring this to a close tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow night. Again, 6 o'clock California, 9 o'clock East Coast. Again, everyone have a great evening and God bless. Bye, everybody.